Before this video starts, I just wanted to mention that this issue that I'm going to be this guide that I'm going to be talking about will affect you whether you play single player, whether you play dedicated, whether you are running a cluster like myself, or whether you're just running a server for yourself or a few friends. It is the whole game, and it's very important that you listen to this upcoming information. Everyone, relax. Welcome back, guys, to a brand new video. Now, today, I'm going to be giving you a little bit of an ARK's player's guide to prepare for Unreal Engine 5.5, because ever since I did yesterday's video, we had some information from the devs. A lot of you guys have asked me as cluster owners, as just players that have mods installed, what you need to do to prepare for Unreal Engine 5.5. And, and I just thought it would be a perfect time today to put this all into a video so you guys can prepare. Now, there will be more, by the way, so this is kind of like a part one. Once I get the other information that I'm going to be waiting for, then there's going to be more that I can share with you, but I thought this would be good. So if you guys do enjoy today's video, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. And as always, if you want to come and join us in the LoadedCrysis cluster, the link is down below. Obviously, we've got lots and lots of stuff in preparation, and that's why I kind of wanted to make this video, right? Because not everyone is going to want to come and play on the LoadedCrysis cluster. You guys have your own ones, so this is a video for you. Also, as I'm recording this video, very quickly, we are 6 subscribers away from 1,000 on the second channel. If you're interested in me playing all the most popular Steam games as soon as they release, the link to LCLoaded is down below. We're currently playing Schedule 1, but we have plans for every game. No matter what genre, we're going to be playing every game and having some fun. So, yeah, make sure to go subscribe. Right, so yeah, the reason of making this video is I'm going to start right from the beginning. We'll take things slowly, and I'll just explain to you guys some of the things that you need to be doing in preparation for this big change. Because we're going from Unreal Engine 5.1 all the way to Unreal Engine 5.5.4. So this is literally like a whole different world. Like, there's so much has changed since the first version of this. Remember, ARK launched in October, ASA launched October 2023, and it is now April 2025. So a lot has changed since then, and that's why obviously I want to help you guys out. So the first thing that I want to recommend to all of you guys is obviously mods. Now, mods, we've been told that all of the premium mods, so any premium mods that you've got, all of the premium mods are going to be brought up into the new version for when the update goes live. So any of those mods, we've been told, will be okay. But before I say anything on any mods being okay, I will talk to you guys about that later on. A lot of the popular free mods with like the millions of downloads, we don't know what the range of downloads is to how popular it is right now, apparently are going to be ready in Unreal Engine 5.5.4 for this update. So you do have to go through and pretty much take a look at what you have installed onto your game. Now, being completely honest with you guys, I would be very cautious of any mod that you have installed at all on your game, because whether it's premium, whether it's free, whatever, I would be very cautious about it. The reason I say this is I don't think anyone truly really understands the complete outcome of how each mod is going to react to this upgrade. We've already been told yesterday that if you haven't checked out yesterday's video, I really recommend you check it out, because basically mods in the game are going into this thing called like sparse data, where like they're going to become like read-only files. So a lot of the mods that kind of are saved in a different way on the game are going to be working in a different way. So if you've got anything that's going to be working different to this new read-only format, then you have to go and evaluate your mod. And if you are a modder watching this video, check out that video, because that will get you ready for the Unreal Engine upgrade. It's so important. So that's why I said, even the most popular ones, even if they get brought through, there could be something still in between there that could crash your game, that could, could potentially make people lose creatures, dinos, or anything like that. So please make sure to double check every mod that you have. Now, something very important that we're going to be doing a big announcement in full on the LoadedCrysis cluster, but you guys might want to do as well, is if you have Dino Depot, and I know it is very popular, But something we're saying to many of our players, which is going to be coming out in our big announcement, you can either have the information from here or you can have it from the Discord, is that we're going to be recommending that many of you guys move all of your creatures from your dino balls over to Cryopods. The reason for this is we never know. Dino Depot may be okay and it may not affect anything, and it may be one of the mods that are the most popular ones and get moved through. But that mod has had some issues over time with a few things, and it has had some cases where players can lose dinos. And because of this massive change, we have to urge everyone to, when it gets closer to the time, you don't have to do it now, but to when it gets closer to the launch date, when we get that, to move them over to Cryos. It's just to be as safe as possible. You're more than welcome to leave some of your dinos out as well into the in the world. Obviously, depending on what the maximum setting is on the server, you can leave your most important ones out and move the rest of them over to Cryos. But this is something we're going to be saying, and I do recommend if it's anything to do with creatures, it doesn't even have to be Dino Depot. It could be whatever mod you have that has a creature in some sort of place that isn't, you know, a cryopod. I would really recommend moving it to there. If you have any other mod installed that potentially isn't that popular and that is holding any items, any like, let's make it out as like it's moving day, right? Let's take it slow and be like you're moving house or something like that. And you know, it's like you have to keep something else in a different type of storage for now until you've completely moved house. So when this engine upgrade happens, let's make it out as like your current storage is keeping everything safe before you move into the new house. So if you have any mods, like whether they're popular or not, I know I said if they're not very popular, that are holding your items, anything like that, move it all out. And again, we're just to make it safe. If you don't care about the items and you just want to take the risk, no worries. That's absolutely fine too. But if there's anything that's seriously important to you that you wouldn't want to lose and it would feel like the end of the world, take it out of the modded version and move it into a simple storage chest. Anything simple. Anything that's in the core game. Move it to that, because that's where your stuff is going to be as safe as possible. Anything that's written into the core game and hasn't been changed, hasn't been modified, anything like that is where your things will be safe. Now, obviously, a lot of it is about mods, and the reason why a lot of it is about mods is because that is one of the biggest and most popular things in the world of Ark Survive Ascended. But something you also have to check is your log files. So if you're running a server with Nitrado, like myself, that's what we run the cluster off of. And, you know, if you haven't got a server, feel free to get one with my link too. But use your log files. So you will find your log files in information. I'm sure many of you guys know this, but it's very important that when you're reading your log files, click on information, click on log files once the update is done, and keep your eye on those log files. Those log files are going to tell you everything that's happening and anything that may be causing an issue within your server startup. Sometimes things don't make sense, and that is just the way of running a server. Sometimes there's things that will pop up that you've probably never seen in your life, because since I started running my cluster, there was many things that I had to learn what this was, what that was, but making sure to keep on top of your log files. If you're stuck in a restart loop, anything like that, that is where you will find your information. Now, if you don't find your information in the log files, the best thing sometimes that you have to do is simply, if you've double checked and triple checked all your mods, triple checked your log files, sometimes you are just going to be in a restart loop for a little while, and that is just what happens when such a big update comes to the game. We've had times in the LoadedCrysis cluster where we have just been in a restart loop for a little bit of time after a giant patch, and I'm expecting that. I am expecting quite a bit of downtime on all servers when this happens, because it is literally, our Nitrado servers or whatever servers you run are going to be moving from a whole different world, like going through space, into this whole new world, which is Unreal Engine 5.5.4. So it's going to take a lot of time to get your servers actually live, because once you've updated the game and once your Nitrado servers have updated, it's all going to take so much time. So I would expect that once this update goes live, don't expect to see servers straight away. It's going to take some time. So you're going to have to maybe go and do something else. Keep your eye on it, of course, but you will be in a restart loop for a while this update does happen. And there may be some issues that happen that we still don't know about right now. So Community Crunch, this is the one coming up on this Friday, is the 25th. Keep your eyes peeled for that Community Crunch, because that is the last one of April, and the deadline for Unreal Engine 5.5 is between April 15th and May 15th. So a lot of us are quite, well, not certain, because you can never be certain, but a lot of us are thinking that this Friday is going to have the juicy details of the Unreal Engine 5.5 release date. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Once I have that as well, I will be talking to some of our partners on some next steps that I can share with you guys on what you need to do, and a kind of an extra guide to what to prepare. And by the way, I'm sure people like Nitrado as well will be helping out with steps to move, you know, with changing your servers. There's going to be things we've never seen before, and it's going to be scary. But as long as I can make these videos, I can help you guys out. As I said, I keep calling it a cluster. You might just run a server for you and a few friends. You might just run a server for yourself, and you might be on single player. And yes, the biggest thing is, it's not just for clusters. You will have to watch out for single player too, because these mods will still affect whatever part of the game it is. So this applies to single player, this applies to dedicated, this applies to the whole game. And I just wanted to make sure that you guys knew that. That's why this video is so important to me. If this was only, you know, I probably wouldn't make a video if it was only going to apply to like a few server owners or something like that. But this is the whole entire game. Another very important thing to talk about is that this patch will also be bringing the opportunity for ARK players to be able to uninstall other maps that they may not want installed, apart from the island. The island is the only exception. That is always part of the core game when you download it. But any of the other maps, Aberration, Scorched Earth, Extinction, Rag when it comes out, the Center, they are all going to become optional downloads, and you will be able to uninstall them or install them, whether you want them or whether you don't. So moving forward into the future, as the game gets bigger and bigger, this will also help you save space if you're an ARK player, and this is something obviously that you might want to watch out for when this update comes out, because you may be someone struggling with just how much space that you have on your console or your PC, and this is probably one of the biggest changes I'm looking forward to. So before we actually end off this video, I just wanted to give you guys a bit of a refresh from what Studio Wildcard actually said regarding the update. So they said, and this is again mainly to do with mods, because if you're someone that doesn't play with mods, by the way, you're pretty much going to be in the clear. You're not going to be completely in the clear, but you're more than likely going to be having a nicer day than other people. The only reason why I say this is if you're a cluster, or if you just play vanilla and literally just the main ARK, you should be good to update and get straight back into the game. It may take a little bit more time because you have to render in all the structures. This is something again that I wanted to talk in this video. I was going to talk about it later on, but I may as well talk about it now. Some of your maps that you have, whether that's on your cluster or whether that's, you know, even on your single player, the more builds you have on that, the more it's going to have to render in, and the longer it's going to take for you to get back into game. That is just because it's going to be having to, like, it's pretty much common sense really, isn't it, at the end of the day? That's something I've been told already, that, you know, these types of servers are going to be struggling the most. So for any of those most popular ones with the biggest builds, if you, let's say you're a no wipe, then you're going to be waiting a little bit longer. Your least popular maps with less stuff on it, or if you just wipe them, will be a lot quicker at loading up. But for those that are busy and have crazy castle builds on and stuff, please prepare for a bit of a longer wait time. So Studio Wildcard said, we know there are concerns about modders when upgrades happen, and this is and what this might do to the mods, and we're going to do our best to eliminate as many crashes as we can, and of course resolve issues, which will occur as we resolve them ourselves. We intend to make sure that every premium mod is functioning for release, along with a sample of the most popular free mods, and that should ensure that the vast majority of mods work prior to the release. Our partners at Overwolf will be recooking all of the ASA mods automatically for UE 5.5, and while some of the thousands of mods may potentially have new functional issues upon UE 5.5, if there are any modding specific issues caused by the engine, we will work to get them fixed as soon as possible, and chances are we may be facing them too. And again, that's what I said. If you are someone that is playing without mods, you may still bump into issues because Wildcard are going to bump into issues too. So it is a big day, guys, and it's a scary day, but this is why I'm going to try and take you guys through a bit of a journey within these videos and talk to you and help you work along this, because I know the frustration being in the ARK community for a long time and know what it's like losing things. And I haven't done enough of these videos in the past, but it's because we've never really had such a big change like this. I think you guys know what to expect when it comes to a patch day, but with an engine upgrade this big, that's why this video needed to be made. But anyway, more of like part 2 and maybe even part 3 will come in the future as we get that information. I'm thinking it might only be part 2, and maybe I could summarize it in one big full video, let's say, because Nitrado I'm sure will do something similar, but I hope this does help you out. And any other questions, anything else I've missed out in this video, I'm sure there might have been, ask it in the comment section. I'll be sure to cover it, whether that's in a video, if it's a very big point, or whether it's just in the comment section. Thank you for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, come and join us in the LoadedCrysis cluster. Link is in the description to our Discord if you want to come and play with us and get prepared for launch day for this. And I'll see you in my next video.